Hello, good afternoon. This is my third video today, so it's still the 2nd of April 2026. It's a Thursday, and I'm now at Wentworth Walled Garden, and I thought I'd come in here. It's only a relatively small garden compared to the rest of the Wentworth garden. But I thought I'd come and film it on this lovely early spring day. Just see, again, just quite a few daffodils out, so I thought we'd just take a nice little walk through this garden, this historic garden, which is no longer a part of the Wentworth Woodhouse Charitable Trust. This used to be part of the main garden that surrounds Wentworth Woodhouse, but it's actually now it's still part of the, I think it's still part of the Fitzwilliam Wentworth estate, but it's not a part of the house, and the house is beyond those trees just over there. So again, like a lot of everything that's happening at Wentworth, it's very much a work in progress, and obviously as we're approaching the Easter weekend, they've got lots of things out for kids to do with Easter. So I'll just show you this little display here, this lovely little Easter display. Oops, I just have to go on wide there. That's so cute. And there's the garden centre through there. Fantastic garden centre. Got virtually everything you could want in there, except for the one plant that I want, which is a Boston ivy, which they don't seem to have. But that's by the by. So yeah, so this is very much a kind of formal part, and you've got the maze there. I don't know if you can see anything above there. We've got some lovely rambling roses in summer, which will shade this out. But then you've got these lovely daffodils here. I'm not sure if there's anything else. Looks like there's some alchemilla mollis and the odd geranium to come up for summer. So yeah, the time is just turned 1 o'clock, 1 p.m. and a secret little door there that just goes through into a paddock, I think, where there are some deer that are kept. Yeah. So just stand back and let you have a look at that little scene there. Lovely. Tassels of the, is that Gowra? Can't remember what that's called. Hanging down. So yeah, the temperature now is around about kind of low teens, 13, 14 Celsius. Get a glimpse over the fence there. We're going down there in a little while. Look at this ancient Roman soldier. Oh, the scent from that is fantastic. Absolutely superb. I'm assuming that's an evergreen pine burning. Now, they used to have this as a waterfall, a water feature, but it doesn't seem to be running at the moment. That's a shame. Yeah, there's not a lot of spring interest down by the pond. But I might just have a look to see if I can see any frog spawn. Yeah, it's a shame that's not on. Get a lovely cascade there coming down. So as you can probably tell, this was an old quarry at one bit. We've got a lot of hostas here, very shady. Got a beautiful tree fern there. Get that, that's impressive. And then lots of hostas coming through. Got some rhododendrons. And some bamboo. Fantastic palm there. Again, lots of this are herbaceous plants, lots of ferns, because as you can see it's quite shady, so they're just coming through at the moment. Lovely acer there, just about to burst forth. Snowdrops have finished. Look at the colour of those shoots on the hosta. Beautiful purple colour. Absolutely gorgeous. Not seeing any frog spawn. Strictly no access. That's a shame. That could be quite a nice walk up to the top. Again, can't see any frog spawn from here. go up here. All these different paths and different steps are just fantastic for exploring, especially if you're a child. I've got a little shady seat there under the yew trees. And then go into the more formal part of the garden. You know, I'm not a huge fan of white camellias because they tend to go a horrible kind of yucky browny colour very, very quickly. But this one seems to me to be one of the best. I don't know, I doubt if it's scented, but if this was scented it would be absolutely fantastic. Now, some are, very few camellias are scented, but I'm not seeing any brown on that at all. It's just fantastic. Lovely pure white blooms there. Look at that, let's just go in there. Look at that with a lovely subtle yellow centre. Absolutely gorgeous. And of course that picks up the white of these birch. There's another white magnolia there. A lot of the planting here is very toned down. So you've got some white, kind of snowbells there, what I call snowbells. Pale yellow daffodils and kind of whitish daffodils. Another white camellia there. Absolutely lovely. Some more white daffodils here. And then we go down these steps, a bit uneven. And look at that, that just might be a thumbnail. That acer is almost as spectacular in spring as what it is in autumn. Amazing. And this used to be let out to a photographer. But I think that could be a nice little cafe with a few seats out here. Maybe a kind of ice cream parlour or something. And then we've got your old lantern lily. This is a very leisurely walk today. Adults to get in here, £2.95, so it's not bad. Keeps the garden well maintained. Although I said I'd like to see that waterfall at the beginning of the video working. And over there is the garden centre, south-facing wall there. Lots of plants to buy, but not enough money to buy them all with. All this ivy is such a good ground cover, but you've got lovely clumps of daffodils coming through there, and then some lovely purple leaved trees and shrubs there, and again some more lovely daffodils. Tiger hiding under the tree there, what looks like. Now they used to have fish in here, but I don't think they have anymore. So we can walk across. And take a seat if we want to. Always looking for thumbnails. Sedum's coming out there, everything's just beginning to fill in nicely now. Then we have a load of skimmia here, and the bees are all over that. And a little ladybird as well. Yeah, subtle, very nice, subtle scent. Absolutely loving it. Well, let's just have a look down. That's quite a view there. Absolutely lovely. Beautiful. Just look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. Look at them. So, let's have a look up here. Absolutely gorgeous. Look at little ducklings down there. Look at them. So you can see all the plants there in the garden centre, Wentworth Garden Centre. And that's some some view there. Let's go down these steps. You can see how uneven these steps are here. Look at these fantastic lantern lilies. Oh, little ducklings. Just zoom into them again. Look at them. So cute. They're getting out at bay. Look at that. Just lovely. And then huge horse chestnut tree there. About to burst into flower before the end of April. Yeah, I think that one's called Cheerfulness. It is scented, I think. Can smell something anyway. Oh wow. Just delightful. Let's just get a view from up here.
Down here, I'm going to see if there's any newts in there.
We've got a little bench there, looking across the other way. There's the garden centre cafe, which I've just had some lunch in. Wowza, that's a good view. And then from here, absolutely lovely. Let me try and and if there's anything nesting in there at the moment, won't disturb it. What a beautiful day. Well, it said that it was going to cloud over in the afternoon, but if anything, it seems to have gotten brighter, less cloudy, so that's good. And then we look down from up here onto the to the Oriental, Chinese, whatever you want to call it, garden. Yeah, it's just a shame that waterfall's not running. Let's have a little look from here. As all the kids are chasing their Easter eggs, trying to find their Easter eggs. Lots of view there again. Big cherry there coming out. Won't show you what's over the wall because it's a car park. It's a huge car park. Right. So, I think what I'll do is, oh, that's a shame. Oh no, it's okay. That leads down to, well, I'll show you where it leads down when we come back, but first, I want to just take in this section here with some camellias. And then again, more lovely daffodils. But if you walk along here, this little woodland walk here, actually, just Amelanchier, some kind of mountain ash, begonias flowering, again daffodil. I think that's either Cheerfulness or Winston Churchill, very similar. And we've got lots of azaleas there for later on. And then on this side, lovely. Look at that. We've got a bit of, what is it, upbeat Caribbean music, sounds like. And look at the size of this plane tree. So, now that's the area that's fenced off where they usually have some deer in there, a few deer. And that magnolia is not yet at its best. I'm a little bit early, but when it's in full bloom, I think it's a pink flowering stellata variety. It's absolutely stunning, but I want to go around here, because if you go around here, you can see the back of the camellia house or part of the camellia, yeah, the back of the camellia house at Wentworth Woodhouse, in the gardens of the big house, which I say is not a part of. This all used to be one, but now is not anymore. But I think we can walk on here without stepping on anything. And there is, I think, Lady Mary's tea rooms, what used to be. So yeah. Try not to stand on anything that's coming up. Bulbs are growing. But the other thing I want to show, I want to have a look at, around here, is this area, which again I keep saying is still a work in progress, but and it's very similar to the one but much smaller at Batsford Arboretum. This acer here, if I just zoom in, that acer there is called Bihu and should just be beginning to shoot. Its stems look nice and colourful, which shows how healthy it is. So it should just be coming out now. It's in a lovely dappled shade spot there. And the reason I'm focusing on that is because I donated that tree a couple of years back. And it seems to be doing very, very well. It was in my garden, and when I took it out I had to kind of pull it out and half of the tap root was missing, so I wasn't sure how good it'd do, but no, it seems to have done fine. So we'll see what happens this summer. Come back and have a look at it later on. So yeah. Nothing around there, I don't think. Just a path to bring you back round. Look at this big home oak, that evergreen oak tree. Look at that. Fantastic specimen. Absolutely fantastic specimen. So we'll go back up to that little gateway into a different world. That's quite, that might be quite a good little shot there. More to the camellia house. And again, piles of logs here for things to rot down and hibernate in. Absolutely fantastic. Same again here. Deadwood fence all the way around. It's a bit of a little sun trap, this though, despite the big yew tree here. Pretty much southwest facing. Yeah. Got another one here, but do you see what I mean about? It just goes, they go yellow when they get, I don't know if it's frost or wet water. You know, the one there, just, it's not very attractive. That it hasn't even come out yet. They're not nice at all. Right, so as you can see, we've got lots of quite old rhododendrons here, which probably need cutting back. They're not too big, but as you can see, nothing really grows underneath them. That pink camellia there. Stunning. Absolutely stunning, and then another lighter pink one behind. Look at that. Beautiful. And then this lovely white magnolia stellata, I think. Beautiful. And then the bees are all over this can't remember what you call it now. I'm sure it begins with B. Appropriate, because there are bees in it. I don't know if it's that thing that you dig up later on and use it as fertiliser. I can't remember what they call it. So we came that way, now we're going to go down here. Oh, very dark, very scary. This camera's compensating for the lack of lights, even though there is a strong light there. So this looks like it's an old bear pit. There we go. We've got two areas here where they would keep the bears. And then we come out into the sunshine again. Looks like these temporary fencing here is to keep people off the grass. I think this has been pretty newly laid. Oh, look at that. Again, it's just lovely. Look at that. Beautiful. We've got lots of, I think this might be Portuguese laurel. Absolutely lovely. Oh, acer brilliantissimum there, looking very nice. That lovely salmon pink, fresh salmon pink foliage there. Lovely. Again, when I last came here and they had this on running, there was a flock of blue tits just having a little bath in the stream. It was just fantastic. Right, just go past these ancient Roman statues. These are actually originally Roman. You can tell by how they've corroded away that they are approximately 2,000 years old. So yeah. So yes, hello Mr. Robin. In fact, let's just see if I can get a final view over here. Right, so I'm going to leave that now, just back at the entrance pretty much, to the historic walled gardens at Wentworth Woodhouse, at Wentworth Garden Centre rather. So yeah. So I'll say please like, share, subscribe and comment, and I'll see you in the next one. So bye for now.